Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Falcons will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wyoming's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Looking downfield on first down. On the run, still looking. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up.
Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into...
Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Air Force Falcons offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
They'll run the option. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The quick out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Villa. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with it.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rushes on him. Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Falcons will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Falcons are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
22 water.
Dropping back, it's Dalton. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. On play action. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one.
Line, trumpet.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Touchdown, Air Force! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Hawaii. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab for a big play. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. And the Cowboys will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Wyoming! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this...
There he goes! Oh, what a cut! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Throws to the back. Fires it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
To the air, it's Dalton. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Falcons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
To the air on first down. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To the ground with the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they...
Turning it on! And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Flips it out to the back. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Creates a little room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on.
Breaks into the open. He smashes his way through again. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a nice-looking run. I'll tell you, when it comes to the academies, I know the Air Force is known for being mighty in the skies, but on the football field, it's what they're able to do on the ground. Year in, year out, they are so dangerous toting the rock, whether it's the option, whether it's conventional, whether it's spread. These guys are dialed into what they want to do, and they wear defenses down.
And the Falcons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Falcons will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Just brilliant orchestration of this offense by the sophomore quarterback. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab deep. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Cowboys trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Wyoming. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. He'll bring it out. It's Villa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the fullback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground.
Ready.
To the air, it's Dalton. They're working that left side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
The Falcons with the 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Right back to him on the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. He's looking to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas pulled out the victory on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those players there in Austin. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Give to the running back. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Running behind that left side. Makes it past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. The give to the big fullback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Now the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons are on the move. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Motion from the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The option look. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cowboys are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Might as well give it to him again. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking left. He's got it. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
He'll pitch it, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Looking for the goal line. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, by nature, I'm going for it on 4th down most of the time, but that negative play, does that give you a little pause?
It does, because if you're rattled right now, then you need to regroup, take the 3, and live to fight another drive. On the option. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Fullback's got it. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming.
Coming up, fourth down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off play action on first down. Might be looking to run. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room, in the ice tub, and start healing for next week.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Falcons decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. The give to the back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Cowboys are on the move. Handoff to the single back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A strike downfield. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way. So the defense really needs to have a plan.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the Falcons buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons will call on their punt team.
Number 15 in punt formation to kick it away.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. And the QB has more than had his way just lighting up the secondary and the scoreboard, Jesse.
Yeah, and Brees, talking to the coaches coming into this one, they felt like they had a real opportunity in this game to throw the football with success, understanding just how talented their quarterback is. And he's really answered the bell. He's done a really nice job with his decisions. He's played on time. He's been accurate. And this offense has been up and down the field in large part because of how well their quarterback is playing.
Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Blasted as he lets it go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. They just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Falcons come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now on the option. Sweet cut there. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cruz. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.